What's going on, guys? First off, I want to apologize for my lack of videos. There are multiple reasons why I haven't uploaded anything in a while, but mostly I blame Breath of the Wild. But seriously though, it was kind of a good thing that I stopped making videos for a while because it gave me a time to refresh and reflect on what I wanted to accomplish with my time. And after playing Zelda for a month straight, I got inspired to make something big and to start working on a really big project. So I'm currently working on this project that I'm really excited about, but I don't want to go too much into detail with it because it's still in its infant stages. So that being said, let's jump into this tutorial. Making a game is hard, like really hard. Even if you have every single skill required to make a game, coding, art, production, storyboarding, writing, even if you have all those things, all those skills, making a game is still one of the most demanding things that you can undertake. But there are things that you can learn along the way to make the process easier. So this video is the first in my new series, Assets for Pixel Games. And today we're going through the process of creating a character sprite sheet, complete with 4 directional movement and a 3-frame walk cycle. Okay, so I'm going to do this really quick. I want this to be a very quick tutorial because I have one very specific thing I want to show you, and that is how to make a sprite sheet. Okay, so I'm going to create a new file. Do 16 by 32. I'm going to create a quick animation, a quick character walk cycle, and it's going to look something like this when we're done. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create the outline. Okay, so now that the outline is done, we're going to place him in the correct position. We're going to fill in the colors. Alright, we're going to do a new frame, and we're just going to make slight changes to the arms and legs to create the illusion of a walk cycle. And this is extremely simple stuff. You can go as detailed as you feel comfortable. That's the key here. We want to keep it simple for the tutorial, but if you feel like you want to expand on this, that is totally your prerogative. So principle of animation walk cycles is that the leg that comes forward, this one, the arm is going to go back. So let's move that arm to the back of the character while bringing the opposite arm to the forefront. Okay? It's that simple. So if we play it, we already have pretty decent movement. And how simple was all that? To make everything even more simpler and quicker for this tutorial, we're going to copy. So use the marquee tool, Control C to copy. We're going to create a new empty frame, we're going to paste, we're going to edit, flip horizontal. So now we have a full walk cycle. So whenever we flip something, we want to change the lighting. We want to keep the lighting consistent, okay? So let's do that. And now we have a consistent lighting source. And I didn't do any lighting on the rest of the body to keep it simple, but I wanted to show you that principle on the shoe itself. Making shadows and tints on the moving parts of an animation is pretty essential, because it emphasizes that it's moving, that it's a moving part, that it's moving into and out of the light. It's just another trick for an animator to trick your eye into believing that this character is actually moving. Alright, so the next frame, new frame, we're going to do the side view. So what we're going to do is we're going to erase everything in his face. We're going to bring the hairline down a lot, because now we're on the side view. Okay. We're going to place the eye in the same spot, again to keep with consistency. But instead of doing a 3 pixel eye, we're going to do a 2 pixel eye. No mouth parts. They disappear. We're going to modify the outline so that the belly of the character sticks out a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much. We're going to erase the legs altogether because they need to be changed quite a bit. So when we go in to the belly, we're going to create the shorts or pants, however you want to view it. And then we're going to go into the foot. And then back out to create this side view. Okay, we do the shorts, fill in the shorts, fill in the shoes. And we have a pretty good character, except for one thing. I feel like it should be moved. No. The shoes, I feel like should be moved back a little bit, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Gives the character a little sense of balance, okay? So, as you can see, most of the pixels are staying the same, and it creates the illusion that we're walking and turning. Sorry. So let's do the arms. The arms for my character stay toward the back of the character. Again, very much like Earthbound, which is one of my favorite games, by the way. Okay, so for the next frame, very simply, we're just going to create a new one. We're going to move the arm forward. So if the arm started here in the 4th frame, the arm's going to start there in the 5th frame. Okay, we're going to bring it just forward just a tiny bit. It doesn't have to be crazy. I'm going to outline that hand. Don't worry if your outline distracts from the rest of your creation. It'll all come together in the end. Okay, so now our arm is forward. Maybe it could be moved up a little bit. I don't like the way that looks. So let's fix all this. Yeah, don't ever be afraid to start over. If it doesn't look right, it doesn't look right. And to me, that's much better. Okay, and naturally, when this arm goes forward, the other arm will go back, like that. And the legs are a complicated procedure. Again, when the left arm goes forward, the right leg goes forward. So, but we're not really concerned about that because with the legs, we're actually going to use the same frame. Twice. Now I know you're thinking this does not look as good as it can, and you're exactly right. I wanted to create this tutorial to show you how to make a sprite sheet, not necessarily how to animate. But that being said, it still works. Okay? It works. It's not perfect, but it works. And again, I'm not happy with this arm. There we go. That's much better. Because it goes down a pixel. Now it goes down a pixel, so it doesn't look like it's just shifting. It actually travels in a downward motion. Alright, we're going to do the same exact thing for the next frame. So, new frame. Keep the legs exactly the same. Erase the arm. Fill in the arm. Erase this, and now we're going to just swing them in the opposite direction. So the arm that's behind the character will come forward, which will be something like this. And the arm that's facing us, or closer to us, will go back. And that looks something like this. Okay, for the next one, we're just going to reverse everything. Okay, so we're going to copy all 3 frames, which you can accomplish by selecting, clicking and dragging all the frames you want to copy, holding Control, waiting for the 4-directional arrow to come up. Then you just click anywhere and drag, and now you have a repeat of all of those frames. So what we're going to do is we're going to select every pixel in the 7th frame now. We're going to go Edit, Flip Horizontal. It moves a little bit because we're not centered, and we're going to move it back. Same thing with 8. We're going to flip horizontal. And 9, flip horizontal. And now we have 3 directions, okay? Our last direction is looking up, away from us. So it's going to be very similar to this one. So we're going to take this, we're going to copy everything. We're going to create a new frame, new empty frame, I should say. Paste, okay? Now we're going to basically fill in the back of his head with hair, okay? Most of it. We're going to leave some for the neck and ears. Like that. We're going to keep the body exactly the same for simplicity because it works. We're going to leave the hands exactly the same for simplicity and it works. We're going to change the feet a little bit, however. We're just going to very slightly change the feet like so. So now we have the back view of a shoe. The pants are exactly the same. We could do that. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Okay, so the back view in my experience is the easiest, especially for this kind of character. All we're gonna do is move the foot slightly outward. Just like that. So now it creates the illusion of the bottom of the shoe. Okay? And we're going to move the other foot up. Alright? So now we have a nice foot motion. What we're going to do is, for the arms, is we're going to erase and just create the outline like that. So now the arm is, the opposite arm is in front. We're going to extend this arm back and fill in that outline. So now it creates the illusion that the arm is coming back. I'm stupid. I didn't create a new frame. So what we're going to do to fix that, which is easy, we're going to copy, okay? But then we're going to undo everything that we just did. And we're going to create a new frame. Empty frame. And we're going to paste. Whew. Man, that was close. Okay, now we're going to create a new frame. We're going to select every pixel. We're going to edit, flip horizontal, move back. All right, so there we have it. We have a 12 frame, 4 directional character sprite. Very basic, very simple, but still very effective. Okay, so the whole point of this tutorial, yes, is learn how to set it up, but the whole point is what to do now. In Aseprite, it's extremely easy to create a sprite sheet for use in gaming. What you do, first we want to save, okay? So we're going to save. Actually, you know what? Don't worry about it. You save. I'm not going to save. So the first thing we do is we go to File, Export Sprite Sheet. I want, the way I have it set up is by rows, and we want 4 columns. Okay? No, we want 3 columns, sorry. I want 3 columns, which is going to create a 48 by 128 sprite sheet. Leave everything else the way it is. Select your file name, okay? And then you're going to name it something like character1 sheet. Make sure it's a PNG. And we're going to export. Okay, so now we have all of our frames and it's exported to a Sprite sheet. And the last and final step, if you're creating this stuff for a game, is you're going to want to blow it up because this is way too small. If I put this into a game or into Photoshop or anything, it would be barely visible. That's how small it would be. I mean, it's only 48 pixels by 128 pixels or something like that. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to save copy as, so file, save copy as, character sheet upscaled, resize 300%, whatever size works for you, honestly. 300% is a good size for me. So we're going to upscale it 300%. We're going to hit OK. And now our file at 100% looks like this, which would be good for use in a game. Alright guys, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed that video. I apologize if my energy levels are low. I've been working a lot and working late. I also have a couple new opportunities popping up. So I apologize. I'll get back into it. I'll get my energy levels up and we'll get this thing started again. Thanks guys. I'll see you in the next video.